What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 66 of my Total Warhammer 3 Vlad and Isabella Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, we have defeated the Fecondites at Brass Keep, and Vlad is now free to do whatever the hell he damn well pleases. Though that's not nearly as important as the fact that most of our preparations are complete and the end is nigh in only one turn, so we shall be seeing the beginning of the Vampire Civil War in short order this episode. Should be a pretty fun time. Definitely gonna be interested to see whether we can have Musion for ourselves. I would imagine that Lewin is going to die here, though I suppose it depends on the number of armies that actually spawn, if in fact they do spawn in Musion. I believe the comments said that they do. I'm just still not sure about the minor settlements like the Silver Pinnacle and the and potentially Templehof, or maybe even around Castle Drakenhof. Those will be seen next turn. So let's quickly go through what we need to do with regards to our lords, and then move to the Civil War there. Alrighty, so Middenstag, we're gonna hit you shortly, probably. So let's go to Ergig, I think. Kind of hard to tell which is closer, but it looks like Ergig is. Let's go there. I know, man, we need to get rid of these plagues. Also, while we're here, between the episodes, I went ahead to prepare a little bit for the Civil War by going through all of the items that we have and applying a good amount, most of them I should say, to our heroes, as well as moving a bunch of them around, including ancillaries as well. So there's been a bunch of changes with regards to that, but it took like an episode full of time, so I wanted to do it off screen rather than waste an episode just on giving items to a bunch of heroes and lords and whatnot. So there's that as well. Now, Vlad's moved Bathilda. Now, you, I guess we're going to move slightly southward. We do probably want to deal with the Drakenhof Conclave, because they will declare war on us, so in that light, let's move like this. Unfortunately, we can't trespass on the Court of Libaras, and if we offer them a wow, minus 39 on the military access. Okay, so that's not going to happen. I wonder why nobody wants the military access with us. Ironbrow's expedition is willing to do it for free. They are allied with the Last Defenders. They are at war with the Court of Libaras. Honestly, maybe it's time to get the Ironbrow's expedition and the Last Defenders on our side. I was thinking that Ironbrow would die, but they are still, it seems, alive. Whether they can weather the storm of the Drakenhof Conclave, I suppose, remains to be seen, and thus we're probably not going to waste a trade agreement on them, but maybe on the Last Defenders. Yeah, and nobody else we want to trade with, right? I mean, I suppose we could trade with the Court of Libaras, but the thing is... Ooh, wait, Khemri, is Ironbrow's expedition at war with Khemri? They are not. Wait, yes they are, they're right there. They're at war with Khemri and these guys. Well, damn, and so are you, aren't you? Actually, the Last Defenders, interestingly enough, are not. So, the reason why I'm thinking that this might be a decent idea is because Khemri, we don't know who's gonna win, Khemri or the followers of Nagash, and I still want to access the Tomb King units, but we don't have them so far. You, Last Defenders, are at least not at war with everybody around you, so it may be a decent idea to at least friendify you, if nothing else. And granted, we could move down there, but it's seeming less and less likely that we're gonna get access to Lizardman units via the Ghosts of Pahwak, so maybe the Last Defenders are the way to go. Are they willing to give us a military access? No. What about non-aggression? No, actually, they'll only do it for a trade agreement. I mean, I suppose Court of Libaras is also open to the trade agreement, and that would sort of make us friendly with Khemri, but then we don't know about the frickin'... you know what? Let's leave it all. Let's ignore it all. I want to see what happens after the Drakenhof Conclave becomes more powerful. It'll probably change the dynamic of this territory anyway, and then we'll be able to figure out who we want to ally with and who we want to ignore. Rudy, you're staying where you are, and I don't believe we need to do anything with your army. Otherwise, just prepare you for Musion. Oh, Tech Thief. You can go none. There you go, buddy. Alright, Pete. you are headed out to Nagashazar, which is looking like it'll be a pretty damn fun battle. I also gave Pete a Sylvanian handgunner in between the episodes, mostly because I felt like it would belong with the artillery pieces and it would help with the slight Imperial tactic sort of thing that we have, although it's pretty weak. 17 missile strength? Huh. I wonder how much a Streltsy do right now. I mean, without upgrades, obviously. It's kind of silly that we can't upgrade them. 21. Yeah, so but that's with a slight upgrade and a slight veterancy, though. So there actually isn't that much difference. We're still probably going to try to get Sisters of Avalorn in Peter's army rather than maybe these 2 Grand Cannons. Or maybe we just get 4 Fire Rain rockets. I'll think about it. Rudy, I've already clicked on you. Pete's moved. Roddy, you are trying to head up to the Challenge Stone, though it looks like you'll need to raid your own territory to heal. So let's go like so. And then hopefully we'll be able to reach the Challenge Stone shortly. There you go. And yeah, it'll probably take at least a couple turns to get there, but that's okay. Aldous, you're gonna try to get Bellacour, so you're gonna go up here. And we're gonna put him into ambush, because it looks like Bellacour's coming this way. Maybe he'll attack Tariff Crack, maybe he'll go for Zoishank, but I don't want him to know that Aldous is here and ready to kill him. Okay, so Aldous is now good, and Renki, you moved at the end of last episode. Yos, you can move into Castle Drakenhof in possible preparation for enemy spawns, but otherwise we'll move you somewhere. In fact, since Vlad's done with the Fecondites, he's probably going to attack Reichland shortly. Maybe we send Yos up to help him. It would be nice to have Yos reclaim Blood Keep, but the thing is, we still have to break all these agreements with these guys, which would be a little bit unfortunate. I really don't think that Vlad is going to need that much help with the Empire, although, let's see. They do have a decent amount of territories, and they could attack us from this direction, which Vlad would then have to deal with from multiple areas. Well, maybe we could start Vlad by taking Middenland because it's a dead faction. It's probably the better way to do it. But anyway, that's Yos Ermine Bachman. Ah, yes, you. Auto-resolve Haka Abel over here. I don't understand why he moved. Pyrrhic victory, really? Really? This is gonna kill like half our army. You really want us to fight this game? You want us to fight this? I mean, I suppose it depends how much damage we take. You know what? Let's just speed through this battle. And just do it manually, just to reduce the casualties. And yeah, we'll probably have to consolidate and raise some, but by the looks of it, since it's a Pyrrhic victory, it'll take too long to heal up. And we may still want to keep Ermin around for at least a little while to help out with the raising of Norska, as Aldous is busy, and he can't cover all of Norska himself. Though that said, this army, if we keep it around, it probably won't be kept around in the state that it's currently in, as in we'd probably retool it pretty significantly after a while. Anyway, you guys, see how we set you up. Let's go skeletons. Oh, this thing's in the way. Okay, fair enough. Do this. Like so, and Graveguard here. And let's go you and you here. You can be in the center with everybody, minus you can be group 2. Skeleton Warriors, you can march up this way. Let's say together with our unit of Cairn Wraiths. And you right here, group 3. You guys are probably going to have to go after the Marauder horses. So you know what, let's do this. We'll put you here with 1 unit of Doggos back here. And then 1 unit of Blood Knights. Actually, maybe we'll take all the Blood Knights on this side. You guys go... Ow. Okay, fine. You guys go here with the other unit of Doggos, and you can be group 4. 5, you should actually be part of group 2, and you should be right there. There you go. Alright. Group 2, group up, attack. You, go find enemies. Ghouls, get ready to hit the enemy Marauder horses in the side, and same with the Doggos. The Blood Knights. You can go and attack. Group 3, you can move here. And Doggos, try to chase some enemies down. Let's see if the enemy is willing to actually fight the Blood Knights in melee. I sincerely doubt it, but we might be able to move around them and lead the... force them into engagement via the Doggos. Yeah, they're obviously going to move away. And... did they just knock out a Blood Knight? They actually knocked out several Blood Knights. What the heck is this? What is this garbage? Unbelievable. Oh well. We'll bring them back up with a heal shortly. Ah, there we go. Doggos, you are in now. Good, good, good. And the rest of the units are coming in. Go after those Chaos Warriors. I'll speed this up in a second, because it's obviously a non-consequential battle. Crypt Wars, you need to relax. And summon some Zombos there. And, oh, these guys ran in. Ghouls attack. More Ghouls attack. And Doggos attack. Good. Doggos go here and attack this unit. Ghouls go here and attack this unit. And the rest of this looks good to me. Alright, you go after the enemy Lord. Oh, damn. Wrong unit. Lord, go after the enemy Lord. Crypt Wars are in, and everybody else is in. Blood Knights be fighting. Probably need a little bit of a heal. Not really. And Doggos, oh wow, you actually got very badly beat up. Do we need to heal you, or are you gonna start crumbling? Depends on how well you back off, I suppose. Oh well, battle's actually pretty much over. Really, this was gonna be a Pyrrhic victory game? Yeah, there you go. Good job, Doggos. Keep chasing. Ghouls, keep killing that. And I don't know why you stopped. You were given a queue of orders, but apparently you did not want to act on those. Doggos, chase down those Marauder horses. Okay, I guess you can turn around and go after these guys, because it clearly needs help. And, oh, Marauder Champions. They're kind of wrecking face over here. Heal those. Although we could actually just destroy them afterwards. And by destroy them, I mean just raise new ones. Chaos Warriors getting wrecked. I guess we can watch the rest of this. Taking a little bit longer than I was thinking. A single Crypt Core just wandering through the ranks, not attacking anybody. What are you doing, buddy? Maybe we can have you... Oh, enemy Lord's dead. Have you attack those Marauder Champions. Lord, you can summon another unit of zombies here, or... maybe here. Nah, it's too late. We'll just resummon that unit of Spearmen. Okay, looks like you guys are good. You guys can go after those Crypt Cores if you can catch them. Doggos looking good. Next set of Doggos, you are not done chasing, so continue the chase. And battle should end any second now. There we go. They're all in march stance, so it doesn't really matter. I do, however, want to raise, let's see, heal up these units, the ones that can't be resurrected. And these three at the very least. Like so. I guess you guys here. Crypt Cores are fine. Crypt Ghouls might need another heal. I wouldn't bother with this, but Throg was kind of nearby, so it may be beneficial to do this right now. Oh, you guys are full HP now. You go here, and oh, the Doggos are also still hurt, so everybody move in. One more heal at least, good. And how's everybody? You need at least one heal. Everybody else I think is fine. Alright, one more heal should do this for us. If we have the mana for it. Just a basic one, I think. Alright. Good. And you guys might rise from Curse of Undeath. The Doggos are up at 59. That's good enough for me. And battle. Alright, now you should still be strong enough to fight Throg if you move out. And this will mean that you don't have to spend the next few turns healing and Crack-a-Drac, which would otherwise be a waste. Probably could have even avoided the death of this unit. Not that it matters in any way, of course, but, you know. Just as the principle of the thing. Maybe they'll rise again. Oh, that's actually an interesting thought. Oh, they will rise again. We can just heal them to full. Just heal everybody to full rather than re-raising. You know what? That's fine. Do it. 1,000 gold isn't going to matter that much. And, oh, it doesn't actually raise them to full. Yes, it does. I lied. And good. Now, this is where we want to go. You can move... right to the edge of our own territory. Actually, we don't need this Corpse Guard of Balefire. And we can swap it to, let's say, Cairn Wraiths. Good against Chaos Warriors, if nothing else. And Skin Wolves, and probably a bunch of other stuff. Alright, I mean, sit there. Throg's gonna, well, he's not going to attack you, because you have a full stack now. And you got some points, so let's move through Lost Innocence and into Seduction. Everything else is fine, though I would like to upgrade Invocation of the Heck and Raise Dead. That'll be later. Good. Do we need to make you any... oh, you can't get any heroes. I was thinking of getting a few Necros in here, but maybe later. Maybe later. Oh, actually, speaking of Necros, you two need to join the Ghouls, but you can't really move right now. Okay. And just a couple Necros I got between the episodes as well. That, I believe, was the last Lord that needed to move, because Warlock... well, Warlock can... He's still at the Silver Pinnacle, right? Yeah, just in case something spawns here. Otto is good and Dirk is good, so let's just move the Tech Thieves, though I don't think there's actually much moving to do because most of them aren't anywhere where they can steal any tech. So stay here, Tech Thief. You can actually steal tech.
It will be as dust. No.
It will not be as dust because you failed, and it wouldn't have been as dust because you were just stealing tech and not destroying anything, but, you know. Thanks for being dramatic. Nagash is a success again for this Tech Thief. He never ceases to amaze me. He should have died a long, long time ago. Next Tech Thief, go to Volcano's Heart. And what are you at, by the way? Oh, you're at 16. Oh, wow. And now 19. Okay, you're done. You never need to steal tech again. You're going back to Castle Drakenhof now. Just to boost its income. Lovely. And then you are all the way down here. Honestly, we probably won't need to steal tech with you. I mean, we could send you down to the Drakenhof Conclave, but I think we're better off just sending you up towards Castle Drakenhof. We'll see if the boost to income increases by at least 335. If it does, we'll keep him. If it doesn't, we'll just delete a bunch of them. These guys can carry treasurers, right? To double check. Yes, they can. So, at the very least, we can stack a bunch of treasurers on these guys, and in at least one place our Vampire Crypts and Vampire Keeps will be generating a little bit more cash, though +8, huh. I feel like they reduced considerably the income that Vampire Crypts and Vampire Keeps generate. Or at least Vampire Crypts. Wait. Vampire Crypts and Keeps, are they just the upgraded version of the same building? Crypts and Keeps, yeah. So they reduced the income of this fairly considerably, but they didn't upgrade the income generation of those ancillaries, did they? Because +8 on a 100 really is basically nothing. Which is kind of disappointing. If anything, that should be like +20% at least, at minimum. Well, anyway. Assassin, can you assassinate? Nope, you are still exhausted, which I don't know how that's a thing when you're a ghost, but sure. I guess since they did remove Perfect Vigor from all the ghosts, that is, at least it's consistent, if nothing else. Now, I wasn't gonna upgrade these places, but you know what? Saber Mountain at least is a walled settlement, so we may actually keep it, even if it is in a yellow territory. Uskalag, definitely get another Scarlet Iron Mine. Walls, yes, because you're blocking this territory and get those gallows. Walls here, gallows, gibbet. Alright, that was a lot of our cash spent already, good. Also, same thing goes here. Desolation of Drakenmorn, we could probably upgrade a Charnel Pit here. Then, we've got our Iron Mine here, what about an Iron Rock? Did we get that one done as well? Yes and no. Yes in the sense that we upgraded, no in the sense that it's not level 3. Next, we have a gibbet here, a wall here, a gibbet here. And we got 15k left to spend. We could upgrade Karak Angazar finally. Yeah, fine, do it. It's 4.8k, which is a little bit steep, but since the rest of the entire province is upgraded, you might as well. And you gotta get those walls up. Remittance is looking good. It'll be able to get a gibbet and a kiln up next turn. Sartosa. You know what? Let's upgrade Sartosa. It'll generate more money as well. And also, does it have a second? Yes, it does. At tier 4, we'll be able to get the Smithy's Tavern, which is plus 300 money. Don't really give a damn about the control. Hero Recruit rank could potentially come in handy, but since it's... I take it this is Hero Recruit rank specifically in Sartosa, which doesn't actually help us all that much. And I believe that's about it. I don't think there's any more gibbets, and I'm kind of a little bit too lazy to search for them. Which I say even as I search for them. But yeah, let's just end the turn, and let's see about that Vampiric Ascension, shall we? Skip, 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 and... where could we possibly get attacked? Is there anywhere? Well... I don't think so. Let's look at Mousillon, because this is the thing that concerns me the most. And by concerns, I mean excites me the most, because we really want to get that Maravek's Keep building. Ah, Miao Ying, what do you want? This is not the time. We are busy. We will help you with all the awful, awful problems in your territories soon. Decline. Well, maybe not soon. Soon may be too strong a word, but eventually. We will help you eventually. Alright, Nagaround. Okay, we're looking at the Blackstone Post and not Mousillon, but at least we can potentially see Kemmler spawn here. Dread Fleet. Oh, I probably should have double-checked whether any enemies are coming. It's been a while, and we still need to send an army out to subjugate the Dread Fleet. Carcassonne, Bordelot Errant, Worldwalkers, Winter 2... Throg, what the heck are you doing? You can't win this. What? Are you crazy? Ugh, the doggos will die. We can raise the doggos. Ugh, this is probably gonna, like, have our army at least, which is irritating. But at least we're in our own territory, so we'll probably heal at least part of that back up. And we yeah, okay, I'm not fighting those. And now look, the doggos came back up. Tiny amount of money. You know what? Heal up a little bit. Because we want to raise Winter Pyre. And it's a little bit annoying that Throg... Why would he attack us? Maybe his faction is broken and the AI doesn't know what to do anymore. But all that's irrelevant, so here we go. And we got... Oh, wow, that's a lot of zombie dragons there. Hero defense chance for Tech Thieves. Ermane's got the defeated Throg trait for free, effectively. Our Tech Thief is certifiable. Control -5 to this province, so that's unfortunate. Get the heck out of here. I should have made him leave earlier. Although I don't think that -5 control is sufficient to do anything to the, to Drakenhof. Settlement Besieged, Tower of Crack. Bellicor, okay, that's actually good, because Aldous is coming. Hellsteed for Ermin Bachman. Edmund is ready. Tech Thief is ready. Technology researched for Vargulfs. And here we go. Oh, look, Manny is happy. You're wasting a lot of blood there, Manny. Alright, Death and Decay taints the winds of magic as a bitter feud breaks out amongst the vampires, with every major lord of the night claiming Neferata's legacy. Now they can only be stopped by capturing all the major sites of power and putting an end to their dark rituals. See to it. It begins. I need some kind of, like, soundboard with, like, a dramatic noise, like dun-dun-dun sort of thing. Oh, somebody remind me to do that. There's definitely been moments. I also need some kind of free yakety sax equivalent that you don't have to pay royalties for other moments. So let's see. Destroy or vassalize the following factions: Drakenhof Conclave, Barrow Legion, Caravan of Blue Roses, and Mousillon. Oh, nice spawn here. So they either got 4 or 5. I assume 4. Manny probably had his army. And, oh, a little bit laggy now as well. Caravan of Blue Roses. Were they dead or are they... No, they still had Mount Thug. Oh, and in fact, they spawned down here. I thought that they still had Haunted Forest, but not the case. But yeah, these are bonus armies because we don't see Gorsty Boy there. Okay. And Mousillon we've seen. Alrighty, now let's see what kind of army compositions we're looking at. And, ooh, okay, you got a Zombie Dragon, 2 Terrorgeists. No Mortis Engines, but a decent amount of Graveguard. Fairly okay army, and ooh. Okay, now that's a nice army. We got a Vargulf, we got Crypt Horrors, a ton of Graveguard with great weapons, Cairn Wraiths, and you know what I just realized? Rudy's army is actually terrible against other undead armies, because the Cairn Wraiths are physically resistant, but all Graveguard now do magical damage. Huh, well that's gonna be interesting. I might have to stay at Lyonesse. But we need to reclaim Mousillon, damn it, and we don't have Lightning Strike. At the very least, this should be interesting. You have more Cairn Wraiths. Can't quite see what else is in your army, though. Alright, well, judging by the army compositions, at the very least, we should get some very nice battles in this. Probably the same sort of thing going on here. And they're going to retake Blackstone Post with pretty great ease by the looks of it, as our ally is an idiot and does not have any wall structures there. Oh, and we can't steal tech with you either. Oh, well. Okie dokie. Well, let's keep moving. I guess we can't actually attack these guys right now. We'll have to wait until next turn at the very least, because if we attack them with Rudy, for example, we could move out and attack Florian here. But then... No, you know what? Yeah, let's not. It's more important that we get the Fortress of Marovec. Let's ignore it for now. Vlad, you are going to attack Middenstog. Declare war. It's not an actual war declaration, but in fact it'll make some of our allies declare war on them as well, so it's actually a good thing.
The world will be mine.
Actually, I do have to wonder whether that actually counts as a war in terms of our allies as well, because it's a dead faction, it doesn't actually exist, and the game doesn't actually recognize it as existing. At least we can declare war on it. Would have been annoying if we couldn't even do that. Alright, you can wall yourself up. Nope, you can grow yourself up. There you go. Grow up, why don't you, Midland? Damn. Alright, Bathilda.
Yours is power,
You are the one that's going to be dealing with the Drakenhof Conclave. And... Huh. I just realized that these guys' relationship with us has changed. Oh no! We can see Kairos now. Okay, okay, no. Screw the Drakenhof Conclave. Drop everything. Kill Kairos. Bathilda, go. Tech Thief, you're heading down. No, you're actually going to Castle Drakenhof. But, yeah, Bathilda, you're going down there. Oh, man. And Kairos could potentially halt our faction at a very, very inopportune moment. Ooh, we gotta be careful with that. Oh, this is exciting. Lots of stuff to fight. We also need to get an army down there, because who else is going to deal with the Caravan of Blue Roses, and to a slightly lesser degree, the Boxmakers. Now, yes, we could send Peter down there, but will he be enough? Also, wait, did we get the new spawns at Silver Pinnacle? No. Did we get the spawns at Castle Drakenhof? No, we did not. Okay, that's interesting. This means that Yas is free. He doesn't need to join, well, Leopold needs to join him, but, yeah, this does mean that Jos is free. Jos, head out to Schwarzhofen, or even past Schwarzhofen. Don't go into the moot, I don't want you to suffer attrition. Yeah, so we could send you up to the Empire, which we will be attacking. And I still strongly feel that a vampire should reclaim Bloodkeep. Will our allies be pissed at us if we cancel all these agreements? I don't remember. Does this count as breaking agreement? Will this kill our reliability? Let's wait a turn or so to do it. And just because we may do some diplomacy. And then we can do it. Rudy, you are going to stay there. Pete, you are headed out to Nagashazar, and by the looks of it, next turn we'll be getting a very nice battle. I'm excited for this, because this looks like a very tough fight. Because there's a full garrison as Nagashazar, and the garrisoning army, and this little tiny little army out here. Looks very fun. Roddy, are you able to hit up the challenge stone? You are not. You are not, but that's okay. You can go into raiding stance and then head up into enemy territory. This guy's far too weak to attack you anyway. And then that should destroy this faction. Renki, can you get this? Maybe. Let's find out. Can we auto-resolve this? I'd prefer if we didn't have to fight this. Damn it, it's all attrition here, too. Oh well. And, ooh, at least it's low casualties, and then Gleaming Pennant can go there. Oh, I gotta remember that everybody, well, since I switched everybody's ancillaries around, we need to redo war banners on a lot of armies. Auto-resolve, please don't get too badly hurt. What do we got here? Somewhat hurt. Free standard discipline. And take the money, because the regen is basically nothing. Alrighty, now... enemy killed in battle, and no, interestingly enough, we don't suffer attrition here, but we do in our own territory. Because of the high chaos corruption. Huh. I wonder, with this amount of damage, would we still be able to take out Titan's Notch here? You know, there's a very good chance that we would still be able to. You know what, stay here for now. Just stay exactly where you are. I'm not gonna move you just in case. And we may have to go down there. We're at war with these guys anyway, and we don't want them threatening this stuff. Okay, well, Renki, you deal with it, if you can, or if you have to. Ermin, are you able to now raise Winter's Pyre? Most likely you are, but let's do this. You guys join up, you join up, you get deleted. Doggos, yes, join together. And delete. Ghouls, and I know this is losing veterancy, but we're gonna get damaged by the attack anyway. Like so. And if we wanted to, we could get another corpse cart. No, that's a Balefire corpse cart, not an Unholy Loadsome. We wouldn't need more than 2 anyway, so yeah, recruit that. And then erase the place. And you can stay in channeling stance, in fact. Because once we raise it, we won't be able to do anything anyway. And I'd love to tell Kislev to actually occupy all this, but I feel like Kislev needs to occupy Tribe Slaughter and everything north of that instead of Norska. Raise. Sort of slang. You can, I guess, keep... Oh, are you going back to our own territory? Oh, just short. Just on the border by the looks of it. Yeah. It would have been great. Too bad you can't switch to march stance and move away. So close. Oh well, with that having been raised, we'll send you back to Krakadrak and then to Forbidden Citadel afterwards for the 10k that this thing is worth, 11k that it's worth. Aldous, you need to keep moving towards Be'lakor, who you can't reach, but I'm certainly willing to suffer a turn of attrition if we can do this. So, go right there. As close as you can go. And please, please don't fail in the ambush. Necro, do you... Nah, we don't need to level you. I mean, maybe we do, I just really want to end the turn. We gotta find ourselves a proper battle here. Which is probably gonna happen next turn, presuming that these guys attack Musia. Aldous, Renki, Yos, Ermine, Wallach. You actually still have thoughts about. Unclean thoughts. You... The question is, do we delete him, or do we rebuild his army and possibly replace him with a different lord, but overall just send him southward towards this location? Huh. You know that the Tithe doesn't have Vanguard deployment like the rest of the zombies do? Because once again, for whatever stupid reason, the game doesn't recognize the ability to... give upgrades to Regiments of Renown, which is just fix it already. I mean, damn, come on, devs, this has been around for ages. Yeah, you know what? Wallach, how much would it cost to get us Malevolent Trees? It would cost us, well, quite a bit. 44, we don't have quite enough allegiance. We need 88, which we are quite far away from. We could potentially do 2 Malevolent Trees and then do a little bit more allegiance and then go to Malevolent Treekin instead, but I really feel like we should go with the Tree Men. I guess we could go 2 for now and then more later. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna build these. We also got Zotes available. Wait, Zotes are more expensive than Malevolent Trees? Huh, interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. But yeah, let's get... No. Let's get 2 of you. We'll keep the army. We don't need the Sylvanian crossbows here. We won't need the bats. We won't need the Tithe. And we don't need you. So, if you're wondering why I'm doing this like this, this army with the Malevolent Trees has to be a Vanguard deploying army. Because, well, it doesn't have to be, but the trees can Vanguard deploy. So I want something a little bit similar to Vlad's, which means we can use Crypt Ghouls, can't actually use Horrors. But Mournguls can Vanguard deploy, Crypt Ghouls can, these guys can. And I will have to see if anything else can in our roster. Wait, Bats can't Vanguard deploy, can they? Yes, they can. But they're so weak. I'd rather have ghouls than bats. In fact, it would probably... Then I guess we have a Vanguard deploying Crypt Ghoul army. Put Dirk in charge of it. There's that. There's potential for that. Anyway, we'll figure that out as we go. Okay, who's next? I know it's been very admin heavy right now, but, well, I feel like that was to be expected for the, for this particular Civil War sort of thing. We had to prepare for it just that little bit extra. Now, if we're moving Yos up to potentially here, wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have another potential idea. You... Oh, damn, did I just move you to the moot? Yeah, but you're not suffering attrition, so it's fine. Flensburg, Recruit Lord. Let's go Jacob Bachman. Why? Because he was the first one I saw. And we're gonna have you allied recruit from Carcassonne a couple of Royal Hippogriff Knights. Which are gonna take 3 turns, which is why I wanted to put it far away from Yao, so that he doesn't waste his turns moving. Now the question is, do we go for 4 of these guys? Or do we go for 2 and then 2 Royal Pegasus Knights? The thing is, the Royal Pegasus Knights are anti-large, and while they are flying... Do we really need another anti-large unit? They do magical damage, however, but they lack armor piercing, and that's the thing. This army needs armor piercing. It does also potentially need magical damage, though. Well, no, the Black Knights have it, so no, magical damage less important than the armor piercing. Yeah, okay. Then I guess we want 4 Royal Hippogriffs, unless... And I feel like I checked this, but I'm not sure. I want to double check. Ivresse, Knights of Torgaval, no dice. I would have built the Knights of Torgaval probably instead, would have been in a one-on-one. 50-32, 46-36. Wow, Knights of Torgaval hit twice as hard. Oh, but there's half the amount of models. Yeah, okay. Knights of Torgaval have a massive amount of HP, though. For 4 models? Damn. That's pretty insane. Yeah, it would have been nice to have these. Too bad we can't get any of them at all. Does anybody know of an idea how to do this? Maybe if we upgrade the outpost. I don't think so, but who knows. Casualties, blah, blah, blah. It is only at level 1 right now, after all. We'll see. Because if we can, I'd rather have those than... Or I guess we could go 2 and 2 as well. But yeah, they definitely belong in Yosa's knightly army. He has to have some flying knights, not just ground knights, like some sort of, I don't know, grounded person. He's got a flying mount himself, after all. Anyway, let's do the last Tech Thieves, let's spend our money, and then let's go next turn. And see about Mousillon. Alright, up you go, Leopold. And... Assassin, you should be able to assassinate. Go after these guys, because... The Heralds of the Tempest should be done for shortly. Nice critical success. That guy will hopefully not be back. Next Tech Thief, you will go to Blackstone Post afterwards. Next Tech Thief, you will... You've got 13 turns. Is that good enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're good. We're good. You no longer need to steal tech. You're heading back to Castle Drakenhof. Oh, could have actually probably assault... You know what? Stay for 1 turn. Never mind. Assault the units before we attack. Could be useful. And I believe... Okay, who the heck is Friedrich Lickmore? Oh, right. Lichmore, rather. Lickmore. Go here. And go here. There we go. We're sending those guys to the Ghoul armies to reinforce them. You can steal tech again at Weissmund. Or you could go for Karoberg. You know what? Go for it. We're about to attack these guys anyway. Although... it's fine. And how many more turns? You got 3. Okay, no, you need to continue stealing tech for at least a little while. You are back. And I guess we can send you up to the Longship Graveyard. Or something. And oh, Karl and the rest of Reichland is moving up towards Norska, which is actually good for us. Not so much because we don't want to fight them, but because if they can take out more Norskan territories, then those are territories that we won't have to deal with. Especially coming south to attack like Nordland and stuff. Tech Thief, you're good. Dirk, you're good. And I believe we just spend money now. Alrighty. Civil Wars take administrative effort, damn it. Hence all the admin work. Alright. Let's do this systematically, or as systematically as it's gonna get for us. Fort Ostrowsk and Fort Strogov, we're gonna trade you to Kislev, so you're irrelevant. Barrier Idols... I do want to upgrade this, just in case. Because if Bathilda's going south to attack the Big Bird, she's not going to be able to keep an eye on that. Ice Spearer, just go for it. And get the growth. Winter's Teeth Pass, good. Carrick Vlag, you can actually collect income. It ain't much. Actually, Hawkland, can't you collect income as well? Yeah, just collect a little bit of income. And what about Barrier Idols? Collect income. We're about to be getting a bunch of expensive troops, so why not? Everybody here can continue collecting. And hey, Wolfenburg, you can upgrade to next level, which means Gold Mine will be up and running. And Gash Kadrak, wasn't gonna upgrade you, but now I am. And you cannot collect income, however. Black Blood Pass, no. Middle Mountains, yes. Definitely yes. Money and trade goods. River Urskoy, good. Skaven Blight, good. 8 Peaks, Gibbet. Wall, I don't need the wall here, it's far away from everybody, but we can do the pastures for the money. Western Badlands, good. Grand Peak, good. Midland, good. Anybody not good? You know, I think those are most... Aha. Never mind. Iron Rock, and I was talking about Iron Rock last turn as well. Fortunately, I just remembered it. And we can't build a special building here, can we? No. It's not for us. It's only for the orcs. Alright, Mordheim looks good. Mount Gunbad, you could actually use an upgrade if only you weren't so expensive. But you don't have a gibbet. And honestly, World's Edge Archer, you know what, let's do this. Demolish building, we'll replace you with a gibbet. I'm not gonna upgrade you right now, but maybe later. And same with Mount Gunbad. Peak Pass, too expensive. Kradtom, and yeah, all these yellow territories don't need to be upgraded because of their expense. Kind of tempted to go for the witch houses, though. If we're going to be attacking Nuln and Wissenland anyway, and these can certainly benefit us. Alright, those two, and Averheim, I didn't build one. Okay, you know what, let's upgrade Averheim then. And you know what? Sartosa we did, right? Yes. But we didn't do Miragliano, and we didn't do Magritta. Magritta could use... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Aha, oh, I'm so glad I looked over here. Anna Butters, what you doing? Go away. Okay, we need to summon a temporary lord. How about... Waller? Let's go with Waller. And you, my friend, are going to get a Gravedigger. Oh, you already have a Gravedigger. Well done, Waller. Well done, buddy. You can have Thrall Master and Lord of the Scourge, though. Upkeep for skeletons, warriors, spears, zombies. And we have Master of the Dead. Definitely want a second point in Wind of Death. And I guess Restless Dead. Then, you can have, let's say, 4 units of skeleton spears. We should have sufficient money for this. Like so, like so. A couple Crypt Cores, there you go. Do we need the Felbats? I don't know, depends. What's in this army? And, ooh, we got Death Guard and Sirens. Okay, well, we have you guys to dish out the magical damage then. Crypt Ghouls, yeah, go for it. They're pretty cheap, all things considered. And you know what? Get 2 Skeleton Warriors and then get zombies. Max it out with zombies. Do we need this many? No. And you know what? Out of curiosity, would we be able to fight this? We would be able to fight this. Valiant defeat... What are you talking about, game? There's no way that... Okay, fine, we're gonna fight this. Just in case we can't attack Museum, we're gonna fight this cinematically, but if the episode has to go long so that we can attack one of the other armies, I guess we'll try to make sure that that happens. Let's get to this fight, just in case for the fun of it.
Shall be so.
Alrighty, here we go. We'll see if it shall indeed be so. This might actually turn out to be a pretty interesting battle, since Waller is not a fighty lord. He cannot win the battle for us. We're also going to be sending our zombies, Vanguard deployed, into the enemy guns as fast as possible, mostly to distract the enemy and to try to get towards those deck gunners, as well as those mortars, with our fast movers who are in the background. Interestingly enough, the enemy army has 4 full units of dual axe depth guard, and dual axes means they will absolutely mince infantry, and we can watch them do so. In fact, if not considering our lord and our elites, 15 of our units, the core of our army, making the zombies, skeletons, and the Crypt Ghouls and the Dire Doggos, those 15 units versus the 4 units of Depth Guard, I would give it to the Depth Guard. I'm pretty sure with the hunger, and considering that this is what they're best at, they would be able to destroy those units just fine. Really, it's Waller and our 2 units of Crypt Horrors and our 2 units of Grave Guard that have to do damage, because I don't think any of the weaker units would be able to take out... those Depth Guard, though on the bright side we can watch them attempt to do so. Going to be a little bit of a showcase for the Depth Guard. Now, we sent in our Dire Doggos who have taken out the enemy mortar and are now going to try to run away and possibly even lead the enemy Chaos Spawn away. Same thing is happening over on this side, where our Dire Doggos have annoyed and are leading away those Fiends of Slaanesh, which is pretty good because we don't want them applying their soporific musk to our main line there. And by leading away the Chaos Spawn, these Dire Doggos have allowed our Crypt Ghouls to close in the background, who are going to hit those deck gunners and hopefully prevent them from killing Waller, as they're a fairly threatening unit. We're also summoning zombies all over the place and trying to move our skeletons around to hit all those units of depth guard in the back, surround them as best we can to allow our crypt horrors to do the damage with their armor piercing and their splash damage, because the rest of our garbage units are not going to be doing any damage to the axe wielders here. This is one of the reasons I want to get a unit of, one of the vampire coasts subjugated. It would be nice to have access to depth guard just for the fun of it. Have an army with lots and lots of different vampire types. Now, as for our Grave Guard, we didn't actually send them towards the Depth Guard. Rather, I sent them both towards the enemy units of Sirens because the Grave Guard do magical damage, and thus I think it's a better use of them. The Depth Guard would struggle a little bit more against the Grave Guard, mostly because they would still have to get through their armor, and their armor piercing is fairly lackluster, as they're best at killing garbage infantry like zombies and skeletons, but they would have still done damage and eventually destroyed the Graveguard, whereas forcing them to fight zombies and skeletons while the Crypt Ghouls kill, or Crypt Horrors rather, kill them, works much better, while of course the Sirens need to be dealt with via magical damage, so really only Waller and our Graveguard can do anything about them. In the meantime, we have sent our Crypt Ghouls in to try to kill the enemy Vampire Fleet Admiral, but unfortunately between the Gunnery Wight mounted on his Rotting Promethean, as well as those units of Chaos Spawn, they have managed to pretty much obliterate one unit of Crypt Ghouls and are about to obliterate the second one. Not that any of that matters, of course, because this is a temporary army just to see these guys off. We're still managing to lead those fiends around. They have managed to catch the direwolves out a little bit. At least they're still alive and still working it. Alrighty, and the Crypt Ghoul Horrors here have killed a nice 15 units, and as we can see, the zombies have killed none. The skeletons have actually managed to kill 5, but I do imagine that's with a lot of help from the Crypt Horrors there. And either way, I think these guys have already obliterated several units, and I think at least one unit of summoned zombies, and we got 2 more units of summons fighting. And another one coming up. There we go. Good job to the Depth Guard. But similarly, good job to our Crypt Horrors. I wonder how many kills these guys will have by the end of the battle. There's just so many zombies for them to rip through. I wonder who would be faster at killing zombies, a unit of Depth Guard or a unit of Chosen of Khorne with dual axes. I feel like perhaps the Depth Guard would beat the Chaos Warriors of Khorne, but maybe lose to the Chosen of Khorne, and I don't mean in one-on-one fighting them directly, but like a kill contest against zombies. It'd be fun to figure that out at some point. Anyway, it looks like over on this side, we pretty much won our Crypt Horrors together with Waller's buffs and managed to pretty much destroy the Depth Guard there, and same with the Grave Guard helping out as soon as those Sirens were out. Over on this side, a little bit tougher, though one of the Depth Guard is beginning to crumble, and the Crypt Horrors should have finished them off fairly shortly. We're still having to fight the enemy Vampire Admiral, as well as the Chaos Spawn, the Fiends of Slaanesh, the Mourngul Haunter, and the Gunnery Wight, but the rest of our main force is heading up there to surround them, and the Gunnery Wight is just ripping zombies apart. Now the remaining units of Depth Guard are surrounded by Crypt Ghouls, or Crypt Horrors rather, as well as even more summoned zombies, so these guys are starting to look in pretty bad shape. Good job. Alrighty, and let's see, that Mourngul Haunter still has to be destroyed, though the ghouls and now the summoned zombies have done a pretty damn decent job at hurting the Vampire Fleet Admiral. He is very badly beat up now, and soon will probably start crumbling. If we can get a unit of Depth Guard up, or Grave Guard rather, I'm starting to confuse the units now. If we could get the unit of Grave Guard up there, they'd certainly do it for us. And there we go, looks like the Fiends of Slaanesh have joined the fray, but the Crypt Horrors, I'm sure, will be able to hit them in the back and destroy them. Looks like we've got our Mourngul Haunter melting, the Gunnery Wight similarly melting, and the demons being banished, and the battle apparently is ours, probably together with the fall of the Vampire Admiral there. Alright. The gunnery light falls, the Promethean shrieks its last, and now it's merely time to destroy the last remaining Chaos Spawn, which are obviously unbreakable and will fight to the death. And just the one. You get him, Waller. Whip the air at him. Oh wait, you don't have a whip like the regular Corpse Cart Necromancers, you have a staff and a sword, though I don't know whether you can actually use them or reach anybody with them. But you can wave them around menacingly. A close victory, not that our losses matters, but I kind of enjoyed that battle, I gotta say. Alrighty, that actually turned out to be pretty darn fun. I do so love watching the Depth Guard in their element mincing trash infantry. 524 kills on that, 37,000 damage. Very, very nice. That's a lot of zombies that you guys went through. But at the end of the day, the Crypt Horrors took care of business as they usually do, and our entire army actually came back to life too. We are going to... Oh, I guess we have to keep this army around for next turn, because we have to still kill these guys, because they'll run away, won't they? Does that mean we have to heal? I don't think we do. I think it won't matter, because this army is going to probably get deleted afterwards anyway. So just return those captives, I guess, and we'll move back into the settlement. In fact, we never left the settlement. And then, yeah, we'll attack you next turn. And, oh, look, you got the body counter trait, too. Not bad. Good job, Waller. You've been around for a while, buddy. I appreciate you. In fact, let's see. We have Wind of Death. If we do upgrade something, I'm not sure what it is, so just get Children of the Night for now to reduce your costs a little bit. Alrighty. And then we'll delete you after that guy's dead. Though I'm not entirely sure where Noctilus is. Also, we gained a little bit of money back, so let's upgrade Magritta. So yeah, that didn't even cost us anything, essentially, because despite the fact that we got the army, we were still able to get that. Alrighty, now... With that, we're able to end the turn. Really glad I looked there right at the end. Building upgrade available, outpost available, end turn now. And let's hope that these guys take Mousillon. I didn't siege anything and then promptly forget about it, did I? I don't think so. Shattered Stone Isle. I don't know why the camera keeps looking over here. Western Provinces, let me guess. You want us to fight Goldtooth for you? No. Northern Provinces just asked. We'll do that eventually, but there's no purpose in us fighting them right now. And if we do fight them, we'll declare war against them directly so that our allies, like the Elves, can join in on the fun. In fact, there's probably a few other factions that we may want to declare war on just for that purpose, not only to keep us happier with our friends, but also to keep the Elves nice and angry. And also scared, in case we want them to become our vassals. Though I'm still probably going to put like a 20-ish turn limit on it if we're going to vassalize them. I'll think about it. If it didn't confer, like, military allies don't really confer any benefit. Oh, look, Goldtooth and Bloodguzzler is confederated. But who confederated into who? They confederated all into Goldtooth. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Rite of Awakening performed, Last Defenders, Aldous... Oh, Ambush Foil, damn, that's unfortunate. But... Jena Enclave, Lyonesse besieged. Are you kidding me? They're at war! You ignored Mousillon. What the heck is this? And then you sieged us by yourself with one arm. What? What? What is this? Why would you do this? Is he going for Kurun? Did you... No, you took Blackstone Post as you're supposed to. And I guess you're going through the Empire now, but what the heck is this? It's almost like the game doesn't want to give us Mousillon. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, well, here's hoping that they at least take something along Guy, Castle Artois, it doesn't really matter what, so that we can then give it back. But here's the thing, they've isolated their own armies now, so Lewin is going to attack the Red Duke, who's in march stance. Wow. I gotta say, I'm very disappointed in you, Red Duke and Mousillon. Very, very bizarre action from these guys. In fact, it makes me want to check out what's going on down here. Oh, I guess we can't see. I think they out there... I think they took Springs of Eternal Life just now, so they're moving northward, which means they're not attacking Big Bird, which ain't so great. How many territories do you have? 9? Not a crazy amount, but we do still have to destroy them as quickly as possible. In fact, we're probably going to try to get Bathilda to move past the Drakenhof Conclave, ignore it, and head southward directly to kill Big Bird. Interesting. If strange. And now I can't help but wonder what's going on over here with Gorst. Huh. Hey, you've taken Pig Barter. I was kind of curious to see what the strategic location in Pig Barter was. And also, now that Goldtooth is not an enemy, ooh, Imric's right in the middle of his territory. If we were to declare war on them, you know, I'll think about that, but I want to do at least one battle where we're fighting other undead, and it's gonna have to be Mr. Thibaut Beaumont here, and he has a surprising number of Cairn Rights. And, alright, it's perfectly doable. We don't actually need the settlement garrison, to be honest. Not for this, not for a one-on-one, but we'll fight this nonetheless. It says we're getting medium casualties, so let's see about that, shall we? Alrighty, here we go. Rudy has been waiting here for what, about 5 turns or something along those lines, and I'm very glad that he's going to finally get some fights. Unfortunately for the enemy, we have the absolute advantage here as we have drawn the garrison with ourselves, and we can use them as meat shields in microcosm like the bats are acting, but the rest of our army will be using the garrison units as meat shields as well. We've also set up a sort of rock, paper, scissors, as well as we're supposed to, deal here with regards to fighting the enemy. Now, as we can see, they've put 3 of their units of Cairn Rights over on this side, and thus all of our garrisoned units of Graveguard, together with a single Mortis engine, are going to move to this side and apply all of that sweet magical damage to the Cairn Rights. The main formation is our Skeleton, Spears, and Warriors, who are going to head directly into the enemy Graveguard with great weapons, who will be wasting their armor-piercing damage on fighting the relatively weakly armored Skeleton Spears while getting ripped apart by the Mourngulls and their splash damage, and then the Cairn Wraiths will support them from behind. We also have a little mini formation of Crypt Ghouls here who have not Vanguard deployed but are rather going to try to poison the Blood Knights and the Black Knights here, who are the other elite units on the field, though we have sent our Cairn Wraiths and our Chillgeists and our Hex Wraiths around to also fight the Blood Knights, and just to help out with the Black Knights having tanked here. Plus, with their magical damage, I think they'll be pretty okay here. Plus, they obviously do all armor-piercing damage, and that should be very effective against the Blood Knights, because otherwise we don't have much in the way of armor-piercing. Now, in the meantime, when we opened up the battle, we saw our Fell Bats moving ahead of Rudy, and they've surrounded the enemy Terrorgeist to annoy him, while Rudy goes after the enemy Vampire Lord, who, by the looks of it, is also either a von Carstein or possibly another Necrarch. Hard to tell. Either way, he's probably very scared of Rudy, who has magical mastery, much better stats, I think. Actually, not so much. Oh, well, Rudy has the stat problem of not being on a flying mount, on a flying nightmare. Yeah, so obviously that's a problem because you lose a lot of melee attack when you do so, but nonetheless, I think it's deceptive. We have a massive HP pool, and Rudy should be able to destroy the guy, regardless of what his stats say. In fact, that's probably why he's running away, and why he's lower than half health, while Rudy is basically unhurt. In fact, he's going to run away and try to drop down into our army, rather than fight Rudy directly, but then all he'll end up doing is getting surrounded by Crypt Horrors, or not Crypt Horrors, by Mourngulls and Cairn Wraiths with their armor piercing, while Rudy continues to beat him up. Good luck, buddy, and enjoy yourself another Spirit Leech. In the meantime, over on this side, the Cairn Wraiths, due to our rock, paper, scissors sort of effect or formation, are having a very bad time. The Graveguard are absolutely ripping them apart, and the Mortis engine is helping out. These guys actually have a terrible formation here because they've peeled away, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And yeah, these guys will... Oh, they're already melting. In fact, one's already gone, and I'm sure the second one will follow shortly, as it is in weak binding already. In the meantime, the main line is also engaged. The enemy's wasting some direwolves, sending them against us. But the Graveguard with great weapons are also once again being completely wasted on skeleton spears and the like from our garrison. And we've got all that support from the splash damage units as well. It looks like Rudy has managed to kill the enemy lord. He just got a Dragon's Breath out, I believe, on a Graveguard unit, and will now turn towards that Terrorgeist, who has been distracted quite admirably by the bats. And I like how the bats fell just as Rudy got there. I'd like to imagine that he sort of waved his hand, and like puppets with strings cut, the bats all dropped away because he no longer needed them and wanted to fight the Vargeist. I guess this is gonna be Rudy's day. Good job, buddy. And he's killed the enemy lord now and is gonna be killing the Vargeist with pretty great ease by the looks of it. Otherwise, the battle is definitely going in our favor. The enemy has lost about a third, or 2/3 rather, of his army, and a third remaining. Looks like the Vargulf is about to rout. Vargulfs do have a tendency to rout due to their relatively low leadership. The Blood Knights have gotten surrounded by the Hex Wraiths and Cairn Wraiths and destroyed, and only a Black Knight unit remains that is currently running from our piles of ghouls, and it looks like we've overwhelmed the enemy, and they are destroyed. The Terrorgeist is dropped, and the last enemy unit on the field is melting away. There you go. And it looks like, that was a crypt... look at this guy. I feel a little bit weird that they use their death animations when they crumble away. Like, this doesn't look like the ghouls crumbled, you know? They should sort of drop to the ground. Well, I mean, ghouls shouldn't be crumbling at all. They should be running or routing, but generally speaking, it's weird because it looks like the units that crumble away have gotten hit and staggered. But maybe one day with the vampire rework they'll change it, though somehow I doubt it. Anyway, good job, Rudy. The first blood, I suppose, against Mousillon goes to you, and I don't think we've suffered too much damage either because of the advent of the garrison forces to act as his meat shield. Alrighty, there we go, and wow, of course, the Blood Knights and the Terrorgeist, their highest value units are the ones that rose again, plus the enemy lord. At least I suppose the Vargulf didn't rise, but still, kind of obnoxious. Otherwise, pretty much the only casualties we took were from our garrison, which was by design, and I'm pretty happy with. We get 2,000 back, but you know what, if we're going to auto-resolve these guys to death, we might as well heal up and be at full HP when we do so. And, it also makes me think that maybe we want to manually kill these guys on the field so that we don't suffer casualties so that we can attack Raymond here. Although, that said, Raymond looks like he's heading towards Mousillon, so maybe we want to leave him alone. I really hope that... There's a possibility that these two turn around and try to siege Lyonesse instead of doing whatever they're doing out here, but I'm hoping that that's not the case. Either way, we'll have to figure that out next time, and just hope that they take Mousillon, and we shall see. It is weird that they didn't try, considering they don't have any territory to speak of, but maybe they will change their minds. Anyway, speaking of next time, we will be attacking the remnants of Mousillon's forces there. More importantly, we're going to have a massive battle against the Skaven at Nagashazar, as Peter is there and ready to apply his Fire Rain rockets, finally, as he's been waiting for them for ages. And then, of course, we will probably destroy the Heralds of the Tempest for good, presuming that they aren't able to take anything else, as well as potentially try to take Be'lakor out, although it seems unlikely that we're going to catch him. Maybe we can try another ambush. We could have Dirk maybe chase him down, but then in that case he'd most likely just run away. And then even if Dirk did catch him, Dirk would get the Bell of the Ball upgrade, and I wanted for Aldous. But either way, even if that fails, Aldous is still going to move here and start raising more territories, so it's not going to be all that big of a deal anyway. So, stay tuned for more Vlad and Izzy. Now that the Vampiric Ascension has begun, there should be some interesting times, and as we head to the south with Bathilda as well, great battle in Nagashazar coming up, lots more stuff to do. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, and damn, this episode went long, it's gonna take forever to upload, and thanks for watching.